You know, if I think about it, I stopped myself from reaching my own money goals. That has to be the hardest pill to swallow. It was me. It wasn't anyone else. It wasn't my job. It wasn't my friends. It wasn't my spouse. It wasn't my kids. It wasn't my family. It was me. There were some habits that I had, or some, what's the word? There were just some things that I did that were counterintuitive. They really did not get me where I needed to go. And as I continue on my financial journey, your girl is sitting pretty, okay? Sitting pretty, credit score is nice, looking at houses. Y'all, your girl was at a 4 or something at one point in her life. Like, it has been an uphill battle. But as I have just learned more on my financial journey, I realized it was me, and that some of the things I was doing kept me bound, kept me down, kept me at a place where I was never going to reach financial freedom. So in today's video, let's talk about just a few of the habits or things, let's just call them things I no longer do, things I've kind of gotten around doing that has helped me on my financial journey, things I didn't know I was doing, I didn't realize, because this journey has been a lot of self-discovery and realization and growth. Y'all, the growth is real. So let's go ahead and get right into these things that I was doing, I no longer do, that have helped me be successful in my finance journey, and help you kind of like start thinking about, well, what am I doing that's keeping me bound and making me not get my money right? Because I want to get my money right. Renee, girl, I want to get my money right. So let's talk about it. All right, so the first thing, y'all know it's not a Renee J video if I'm not talking about planning, but lack of planning. Believe it or not, your girl did not plan before. My 20s, I was what they call it? I just went with the wind. You know, if I wanted to go out of town this weekend, I would do it. If I wanted to go here, I would do it. If I wanted to buy that, I would do it. I was just starting to get to a place where I had a steady paycheck, and I was like, oh my God, my bills are paid, and now what? And there was no planning. I am an advocate for living your best life. Your girl loves a trip. She loves a shopping trip. She loves a birthday party. She loves all the things that everyone else loves, but you got to plan. So now, we know we're going somewhere in December. It's June. The hotel is booked. Why? Because the rate I'm going to get in June is different from the rate that I'm going to get Christmas week in December. So why not, if you know you're going to go somewhere, or you know you're going to do something, or you know there's going to be a party for it, plan for it. Book your hotel rooms early. You can always cancel. Don't forget. Book your hotels early, right? If you know there's a trip or something, use a sinking fund. Save up a little bit over time for that event. Put the money to the side, or put it in a savings account for that trip or that event or that birthday party. Voila. Shop off season. Y'all, Christmas is coming every year. Winter time is coming every year. Back to school is coming every year. Unless your kids are graduated, which I have one, but I have 3 others that are not. Guess what? If you go into Target in June, there's polos, there's hoodies, there's thermals, there's jeans, there's boots, all on sale. Now, mama, you know what size your baby is, and you know at what rate they grow. So why not buy it off season? Why not plan for the winter? And then vice versa, right? In October, guess what goes on sale? Shorts, short sleeve shirts, pool stuff. Planning for what's coming next. You can enjoy the life that you want to have if you plan for those events and those things that you know are coming. So I know a lot of people talk about emergency funds, things that you don't know is coming. But since you know that Christmas is coming, and you know that winter is coming, and you know that you're going to have that event later on down a few months, whatever, your family's talking about it, plan for it, book it, save you some coin. Look ahead, right? I always say my husband can't look past his nose because he doesn't. He's all just today, just today, this week, right now. Sis, you got to start looking ahead and planning for things because that's going to save you your coin. If I wait till December to book a room that we're doing an event in December, guess what? Guess what? It's going to be double, maybe even triple because of the location of the year. I just saved myself some money by booking it in advance. I'm just saying. Planning has helped me, add flavor to my life because I can do all the things that I want to do because I'm looking ahead and I'm planning for it. I can shop because I saved up for it. You know, my kids are good. There's no stress at back to school because I've been buying pieces here and there on clearance. So, tip number one, plan for the things that are important for you. Plan for the things that you know that are coming. Trips, back to school, doesn't matter. Whatever it is that you know could use some attention or that you're going to be doing and that you could plan for, just plan for. Not investing in yourself and in the stock market. So let me be clear. There are a lot of finance gurus out there who said you need to have an emergency fund before you start investing and or saving. Yeah, sis. If your tire blow out, I need you to have enough money to get you a used tire to get it fixed. If you own a home, I need you to have enough money to replace your air condition or your anything that's huge. Call any repairman. Like, you have to have a little bit more of an emergency fund. Your emergency fund needs to match your life. If you live in an apartment and you know that the maintenance man is going to come and fix whatever it is, but you have a car, you need to be able to fix that car. And I get a lot of people, the emergency fund, and I'm not in any way, shape, or form saying don't save for an emergency. Unemployment, things like that, those things matter. Those things actually happen, especially in this day and time. You need to be able to take care of yourself if something extremely tragic happens. But also, while life is rolling and you are in this normal weave and pattern of life, you need to be investing in yourself too. You need to pay yourself first. So when you get paid, you pay your tithes, pay your offering. You know, God gets first. And then you ship some money to your savings account and or investment account. So for me, savings accounts don't really work because I see it and it's like, So I actually put a certain amount of money in my investment account, long-term savings. And while it's there, it can do a little work for me. Now, granted, it is a very terrible, very, very, very terrible market right now. I ain't lying. It's crazy. But I feel like this market is the point where people who wouldn't normally be able to invest. Yeah, I couldn't afford Amazon at $4,000, but I could afford Amazon at $112. I think that's what it's at right now. I could afford that. I could do that. $112 I can do. Now I couldn't do $4,000. But now your girl owns some of Amazon. And you tell me where Amazon is going. I'll wait. I think I did like 2 orders from Amazon this week alone. So find some things that you really want to research, learn more about, feel like aren't going anywhere. And just not with your eye, sis. Just not with your eye. Don't be, investing in things that only you like but nobody else likes. What do the masses like? At this point, it's what the masses, what do they want? Talk to a financial advisor. A lot of them have where you can actually have free consultations. Do the research. And there's a lot of internet social media gurus who will tell you where to go and what to do. Now, it's all at a risk. And if you don't want to have any risk, put it in a savings account, but pay yourself first. A savings account will at least give you some sort of interest on your money that you're putting there. Put it in a savings account, throw it to the side. Yes, have your emergency fund where you can get to easily, but then you also want to have like this long-term investment on yourself as well. We're building wealth, changing our mindset. Okay, it's not just about shopping and parties and hanging out and trips and memories. Those things are great. But the freedom of getting up and just feeling like if you need to, you can, right? And that you've invested in yourself, it's just different. At my age, I'm like, dang, if my parents or my grandparents would have invested in Microsoft, we would have been lit. That's how our kids gonna look at us about Amazon and Tesla and things of that nature. So don't let these moments pass you by when things are super low. It's like just calling us, just get in, sis, get in, sis. You can afford it now, get in. All right, and so that third thing that I did was always saying yes. Wasn't expecting that one, huh? So the moment I started creating this lifestyle for myself that was opposite, 180 degrees from the lifestyle that I had, it's like other people saw it as well. So I lived in poverty. Poverty. I made $8 an hour at one point. Lived in a 1-bedroom apartment with my 2 sons. Single mother for 13 years. And it was tough. It was hard. But then I started making choices that would, you know, make my future look different. I pivoted and my life had to come along with me. And when I did that, of course it was seen. So then, I'm trying to make sure I say this right. You just become, not necessarily a magnet, but it's just easy for, if people who are in the situation that you used to be in, to come to you and say, hey, I'm going through this tough time. Can you help? And they're just like pulling on your heartstrings, and you are more willing to give because you've been there. You don't want to see anyone where you've been, right? But what I used to do was say yes, put myself in a bad situation, and then here I am having to ask for help because I say yes to someone else. And that is the no-go. So I learned to say no. I can't. My bills have to be paid first. My, you know, savings is a priority. My emergency fund is a priority. You know, giving my children the lifestyle that they've come to know is a priority. And if I have something left, then okay. But if not, no, it's a no. I have to ask someone else. Why? Because I had to make sure that I was able to take care of me, because when it came to time that I needed, I wasn't able to rely on myself because I had given all that I had. And there is something to be said about supporting other people and being there for them. And then it comes a time when you become a crutch. And now if my family is asking me for something, or not even just my family, anyone, someone's asking for me for something financially, that means they have exhausted all the other options because I have become accustomed to saying no. And then then you got to have a whole like little lecture, you know, of how you're going to not find yourself here again. What are we going to do differently? Because I don't want to be a crutch. I want to help not only myself, but other people get to a better place in life. And saying no is powerful. And it teaches other people that they too can learn how to crawl out of those really dark spaces financially, and start being accountable for their money, and start taking action, and start being realistic with their money goals and getting there. And that's something that I had to do. I had to be realistic with where I wanted to go and where I wanted to be financially. And as I always say, small steps in the right direction is still progress, and make progress. And I started making progress. And that's why life is completely different now. So I hope that me sharing these 3 things, yes, Yeah.
How much the shirts on the shelf, how they sell for $1,000? Price to be price, man. Hey, everybody. Quick question.
Babe, I don't know. How much?
$20 or $15? Should be on that sheet up there.
You was selling the shirts with stuff on them for $20. I don't know. Babe, shut it all the way. I can hear the cutter. Babe,
Yeah.
can you shut the door? Thank you. So, I promise it would not be a Renee J video if Mr. James didn't come and say, hey, y'all. But I hope that this has helped you just to start having that personal conversation with yourself, right? All these videos are not to tell you what to do. Don't be like me. Be like yourself. These videos are for you to start having that internal conversation to get you where you need to be financially. Sis, what are you doing? What are the actions that you're taking in your life that are holding you back from reaching the financial success that you desire to have? What are some steps that you can do to make it different, to be different, to change those things? What are some habits that you can add that are going to help you get to financial success? If you're not saving, let's do so. If you don't have an emergency fund, if your tire goes flat and you have to ask for $50 to get it, how much can we save per week to at least get that amount? Give yourself a goal, something realistic, right? A lot of times we think about, oh, I need to have this dollar amount, and then it doesn't really translate to us. What are realistic things that you have had to ask for help in getting? That's the amount you need to save. If it is a blown tire, if you had to ask someone to give you money because your tire went flat, that's where you need to start. If it is groceries, right? Gas, you're asking for gas every week. Every week you're asking someone for $20, $25 for gas. Oh, those were 2000 prices, right? 2019, 2017 prices. Okay, $50 for gas. You don't need to be full. You just need enough to get through the rest of the week. If you're asking someone for $50 in gas, when you do your budget, when you get paid, you need to budget the $50 in gas that you have to put in your tank right now, and then put to the side another $50 or at least $30 so that when you run out of gas, you don't have to ask no one else. You just run it back and ask yourself and grab it out. So start thinking like that. When you're doing your budget, what are these things that you are having to ask for? And instead of eating out, I know, I'm guilty too. Or instead of going and buying them shoes or that purse or going to that concert or whatever it is, entertainment or whatever that you have, first start getting in the habit of the things that you're asking for to be able to fund yourself, to put it to the side. So when you need it later in the week or later in the month, you got it. So it's a mindset shift. It's necessary, but you have to be serious about this financial journey, because if not, it's so easy to fall back into the habits that are crippling you. Because remember, it's me. It's me that was holding me back. It's me in my mind, in my mindset, and the things that I didn't want to let go of. And if you let go of those things and start walking in the truth of the matter when it comes to your money, you're going to see a shift, sis. So thank you guys so much. I don't even think I introduced myself. So I am Renee J. Now here I'm a mommy, I'm a military, and I'm an entrepreneur. And I just love just sharing the balance that I have figured out and am still working towards in life, because you can be a mom and go after your dreams, hands down. So thank you, Scott. I can't even talk. Thank you guys so much. Please, please, please like and subscribe. Definitely hit the button, subscribe to the channel, join the internet family, and check me out on Instagram because your girl is lit over there, okay? But I will see you guys in the next video and or vlog. And until next time, bye.